Well, as we heard earlier on the program, Napier residents are annoyed that their council didn't give them enough warning that the water supply was drying up. Lots of people suggesting it was those cruise ships. We will make inquiries about how much water they took on Sunday, but it's not the only region, Hawke's Bay, in the country suffering from the big dry. Clutha District Mayor Brian Cadogan is calling on residents to conserve water as reservoirs there steadily empty. Mayor Cadogan, are you on the phone?
Good evening, John.
Nice to talk to you. We haven't spoken for ages. There's a couple of things I want to catch up. Yeah, I always enjoy our conversations. But let's start with the important stuff. How is your water storage situation? What have you got?
It's a wee bit of a different dynamic we're having at the moment because we have had a dry period early on. We're not geared up for droughts like Central Otago, so to get a dry patch at this time of the year, it's different.
And worryingly, if you get your dry in sort of February, March, when it often is, you're in real trouble, aren't you?
No, it's actually worse now because in February and March you're starting to get a few lambs off to the works. The old ewes are gone, whereas now we're fully stocked. So the demand's full on, and consequently seeing as a lot of our water schemes are both urban and rural, there's high demand from the rural, plus we're asking all residents to start prioritising their water use. Don't hose the garden. We've got better things to do with it at the moment.
Okay, so is that can you be explicit around that? Is that a ban? Are you have a ban on everything except essential water use?
Well, what we're saying at the moment is that in some of our schemes, some of the ones that we have to give more priority to, please only water your garden once a week. Do it with a handheld hose and do it from the hours of 8 at night to 8 in the morning. So they're pretty restrictive. It's as far as we go. But you've also got to consider, John, that our water reservoirs are there for firefighting. They're there for stock use, so we've got to prioritise it.
Yeah, how are you farmers looking? What are there restrictions around irrigation?
We're not big on irrigation down here. There's a wee bit starting to come through, but I suppose we're dealing with nature, and it's funny that it's come on so early on in the year, but hope, touch wood, it's going to rain soon.
Yeah, the forecast isn't great on that front, but yeah, touch wood. What are your reservoirs at?
Don't tell Trumpy, but there might be a thing called global warming.
Yeah. I think that's beyond. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with you there. What are your reservoirs at? What are your big ones at?
Right, the two that are closest, Tapanui's at 50% at the moment, and Lawrence is at 70%. So when you consider that a decent fire would take between 30 and 40% of the reservoir in one hit, we're getting pretty close to the pencil line.
So one final question on this subject, and that is your fire bans. Are total fire bans across your region?
Yes.
Okay, good, thank you. Hey, do you remember when we were speaking, was it last year about Kai Tangata, and the whole world thought you were offering people $160,000, what was it, $160,000 to move? What was it?
Just over $300,000 for the house land package, so it was our get a job, get a house, get a life.
Yeah, that's right. So many people were calling you. Your cell phone exploded, didn't it?
Hundreds of thousands of people made contact in one way or another with different ones around the district, but the jobs are still here, John.
Has anyone come?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Oh, bloody good. Who came? Where have they come from? Where is the furthest afield person come from?
North Island. I don't think we've got any overseas. We got inquiries from right around the world, but at the end of the day, it's New Zealanders that are coming, and those jobs are still there, John.
Are they?
The jobs, we're still, Finnegan, our local freezing works, is still going out right now looking for over 200 people. 200
people?
Yeah, get a job, get a house, get a life.
And what's a bit of land cost there? What are you selling a section for?
We've got a brand new subdivision on the go where you'll get a beautiful quarter-acre section looking out over the town of Clutha for under $100,000. Katangata were really smart in putting together their house land package. They did deals left, right and centre, so that, talking with the surveyors and the builders and the everything, and they put together a really smart package that it's still there, it's still on the go.
And jobs, guaranteed work when you arrive. Yeah.
The big thing is, John, though, is that Katanka has seen that they are a place now for young families to have a decent start in life.
Yeah.
Gives you a chance to get back to those family values, and it's something so positive for the town.
Brian Cadogan, always good to talk to you, the Mayor of the Clutha District. Thanks so much for joining us, Brian.